current forward specialist coach.
That's me, mate.
In class of our champion 2022 winning side, and recently added to the coaching lineup for Heartland side Buller. So, taking a bit of time to talk to Joel Everson. How's it going?
It's going great, mate. Bloody good.
Awesome. So, standard beginnings. What high school did you go to, and tell us a little bit about you?
For me, I went to 3 different high schools. I went to Pakuranga College, Maclean's College, and ended up at St Kentigern College. It was all up in Auckland. So came down at 17 or 18 down to Christchurch and in the old Nissan car, and made my way down with a big map book, and here I am.
It's good to have you. You've been a player and now a coach. What do you see differently from both sides?
There's a hell of a lot more work that goes on as a coach, different stresses, but now that I've done, been coach, you can see definitely how much work goes into it that as a player you would have no idea. The management side, the players, the planning of the training, and I guess the strategics behind it. I think as a player, it was more get on the field and do what you do. But I guess as a coach, you look at the whole holistic of the team and making sure everyone's in the right spaces and the right positions, really. So I've enjoyed being on the other side and knowing how much it actually takes to get going.
That's cool. So there's a lot more to it. I've always wondered, how much influence does a coach have in a game versus a player in the 22 side or 23 side?
At the end of the day, the players are out there. We're not out there. The players do the work. In terms of influence, I think we try and get the best plan together for the week, and try and train the boys the best we can. But at the end of the day, the players got to perform, and we're there to watch and to give a few words here and there. But it's basically about their attitude and their mindset when they're out there. So there's a bit of both, but mainly it's the players that have to perform.
It's Thursday night tonight. What sort of words would you have ready to give to a player tonight, anticipating the Saturday game?
So Thursday is usually more of an execution sort of training. So we sort of get the learnings on a Tuesday. Thursday would be short and sharp. We should be knowing what we need to do as players, especially for the forwards. So just trying to make it as accurate and as game realistic as possible.
What's your thoughts on coaching pathways for current players and other players?
You've definitely got to have the passion for it. And the time. I guess if it's something you want to do, put your hand up and ask the right questions and get in front of the right people.
Cool. Let's digress a wee bit. You won the championship with Sydenham in 2022 for the Metro Premier Division here in the city. Won it at Rugby Park back in that day. We all look on that really fondly. Can you take a minute to sort of let us know, what do you think went into the success from your perspective?
For me, I moved to this club from Christchurch Club. 2014 was my first year. We lost in the in the final against Old Boys, and that hit pretty hard for me. So I think after that final, I was always committed to come back and getting that championship that Sydenham deserves. So for me, that season was massive. I think it was 23 years before. That means 23 teams were assembled to try and take the championship, and couldn't. So there've been so many good players that have been involved with this club. For me, it was pretty satisfying having people that were back in 15 years ago or however long to come and support and have that glory of it as well. It was more of a collection of all the players that have been involved in management and stuff. So pretty cool.
Yeah, heaps of hands on deck went into a pretty special year for the club.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, let's move on to what's your proudest rugby moment so far?
Yeah, well, that was definitely one of them. There's been heaps over the years. Winning a few finals with Canterbury. Being able to play with in the Crusaders team, doing that. They've all been really proud moments. Enjoyed every time getting my boots on and getting out there playing. So I'll just have to say the whole thing really. pretty happy about it.
Well, on the horizon we've got Buller, the first game in August, I believe. What's your coaching approach to the start of their season?
Yeah, we have a camp before then, so my coaching approach would be just getting to know all the players. We've got people coming in from Nelson, people, a few from Christchurch, and then the local lads. So the approach is just to get to know everyone, we've sort of got a roundabout look at what the team's going to look like, but just getting around them and working with them and having an easy blueprint for them to sort of adapt to, so they can learn, pick it up quick,
right?
And keep it on.
I know I'll be looking forward to the Mid Canterbury versus Buller fixture because I'll be helping them out.
Oh, will you now?
So I'll see you there.
Right.
Another question. How's your season going coaching with the Sydenham Premiers? How do you think this is going, and what's your approach to finishing the season?
I think we've been doing really well. We've played some really good games and beat some good teams. I definitely feel like our best rugby is still brewing in the background, so quite excited about where we're going and where we're heading. My approach, I guess, to the end is just fine-tuning everyone and getting the learnings in, and just doing what we're doing, but just a bit more. Right now we've got players that are injured or players that are out that are contributing, and it doesn't just come from me; it comes from everyone, and that's the strength of Sydenham in the past, and it's definitely the strength this year. So I guess it's just everyone's contribution and me adding my 2 cents in, really.
Awesome. Well, what would you say to someone junior, senior, looking to play for Sydenham Rugby now or in the future?
Yeah, well, the clubs I've played at, this one stands out for me, obviously. There's a lot of brotherhood or family club, but Sydenham for me is actually a genuinely family club. Yep. So if I had to talk to a senior or junior rugby player, I would really press that point, because everyone's got stuff going on, and coming into a team situation, you want to feel comfortable, and that club, Sydenham club is that. So it's a club to come in and feel very welcomed, whatever shape or form or look you have. So Hey, look, I know you got to run and I got to run, so I'm gonna have to put you on the hot seat. Go for me, mate.
Sweet. So the aim of the game is answer these questions as quickly as possible. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Sweet. What's your favourite thing to put on toast?
Peanut butter.
What's your worst coach killer?
Doing something that we haven't, stuffing, what's the word? You have to edit this out, but worst coach killer is
2 hours later.
You stumped me, mate. Probably not
bold.
Not doing something that we had planned to do. So.
Okay. How does a spectator see what the players do compared to what the coach does when watching the game?
Yeah, well, the coaches have, know all the moves that's going to be played, so coaches have a bit more insight of what's going on and why players are doing things.
Cool. Which non-World Cup country would you like to coach?
I would go Brazil.
Cool. And how has coaching changed since you were a player?
It's definitely a lot more professional than what I've ever imagined for clubs. So when I first played club, there was no review, preview. It was just a chin wag in the training shed. So it was very short and sweet, and there was no group chats. I think I'm involved in about 30 group chats, to do with rugby, whether it be this or that. So we never had any of that. It was just see you on Tuesday and play Saturday.
Beautiful. All right, you've passed the hot seat. Really appreciate you coming down. You've brought us glory, and you're still helping us chase it. And it's all hands on deck, as you sort of talked about. So we really appreciate you coming back, putting time in. You're definitely a big part of the family here. So thank you very much for your time. Do you have any parting words, Joel?
No, go Sydenham all the way.